Good morning, crafty travelers. Today is Wednesday, January 26th, and I'm on my way to lead my first watercolor class. Watercolor postcard of a desert sunset. I'll try and do some video or at least some snapshots. We are at the La Posa South LTVA area with the next exit group. Okay, stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. Next exit, Raleigh. That's where we are. And this is all the RVs in the main circle. We're parked beyond that, out a ways, which is nice. There's supposed to be like 85 RVs here, and at least 50 or 60 in the circle. The rest of us are around outside and around the area. Hi, I'm Lonnie, and I'm going to help you paint a little watercolor postcard. So would you mind introducing yourself?
Oh, okay. I'm Nancy.
Nancy.
I'm Sandra.
Sandra.
Pauline.
Pauline and
Becky.
Becky. Great. Have any of you done watercolor before?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Becky has.
No.
Okay. Have any of you painted with acrylics before?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Have any of you held a brush and painted a wall?
Yes.
Yes.
Just I wanted to know what the experience is all about.
Uh-huh.
So this is the painting that I'm going to show you how to do.
Oh, fabulous.
But everybody's going to be different. Everyone's going to look different. We're going to use 3 colors. You should have a little palette of 3 colors, which include lemon yellow, indigo blue, and alizarin crimson.
Oh, okay.
So we're only going to use 3 colors. You all got your little brushes, brand new brushes.
Yeah, I see that.
They're not exactly watercolor brushes, but I think they'll. So
I'm going to put my bag under my little cart.
find the largest brush in your bag.
Round or
Doesn't
flat?
matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
And that brush is going to be your clear water brush. You're only going to use it for clear water.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So go ahead and dip your brush in your water, and you're going to just wipe all the water all the way up and down, make it nice and wet
Oh.
first. Just nice water all over the postcard. And these are postcards. On the back, when you take them off, when you're done, there is a place for an address and a message.
Oh.
Or you could get a dollar store frame and put it in the frame. Okie doke.
So why do you tape it down?
Because once it's easier to hold with this cardboard.
Okay.
Number 1. Number 2, when you undo the tape, it looks like it has a little white border.
Okay.
Hey, that's it.
Yeah, a little white frame. And if any of the paint or whatever gets smeared over it, it's fine. You know, it's no big deal.
Makes you a nice clean edge.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. So, wet another brush, maybe a little smaller brush, and you're going to dip into your indigo blue.
You don't put water on it.
No, put water on the brush.
Well, which one do I want to use? Does it matter?
Well, I've got this size. It doesn't matter. If you got a little bit bigger one.
Not the yellow, right?
Not the yellow, just the blue. That's why I like to use indigo rather than another brighter blue.
Okay.
Okay.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to hold your paper down, or you're going to put it on the table. I'm going to hold it up just so you can see. And you're going to start at the top real dark and just wipe it down to about 1/3 of the paper.
Down?
About 1/3. As you go down, it should get lighter.
Oh, you don't do your brush again? Okay.
No, don't do your brush again. Just start at the
I
top
did.
with the darkest. Okay, well that's all right. And then start wiping it down. And I'll get you. Now if it's too dark, if you think it's too dark, take a tissue and just lightly wipe it. That looks good. That looks good, unless you want to wipe it a little bit.
Up there?
Well, not too high, maybe just above that area.
What do we do? We just let it down and we put it oh,
Yeah,
in
just
here?
clear the water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just like I did. Now, if you think also that it's too dark, you could take just extra water and just go a little bit more. Okay. Remember, this is an evening sky, so the sky is dark. And watercolor always dries lighter.
Oh, okay.
So keep that in mind too. All right.
I kind of screwed up there.
No, you didn't.
I did my swat and I blotted.
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fine. Wipe it down a little. Just paint it a little more. Start at the top. Don't put any more paint on it. Just start at the top and wash it all the way down a little bit more. There you go. This is a postcard. It's not going to be perfect.
Got it.
Okay. And now the next color, you're going to rinse your blue off, and you're going to dip into the red. And then the red is going to start up into the blue about a size of your paintbrush, because that'll make purple. And you're going to come down again. I'm going to put my red on. About another 1/3 of the postcard.
You go below the blue, light blue?
Just a little bit into the blue.
Oh, okay.
And then swipe down about 1/3 into the postcard.
paint is
Good
not
morning,
bad.
Miss Pearl.
Good morning.
Ooh, I love your
Hi,
shirt.
Pearl.
Thank you.
How you
Good
doing?
morning.
More people show up.
What size brush would you advise me using?
First, the
biggest one?
largest brush would be first, because you're just going to use that as a water brush. So put water on the brush, and then you're going to wipe the whole postcard with water, making sure it's really wet, saturated.
And we're going how far down?
Okay, with the red, this was 1/3 with the blue. Yes, the red is another 1/3.
So pretty, baby.
Well, Pearl's doing that, and then Pearl, you're going to wet your brush, but you're going to use a different brush this time. You're going to save that brush just for water. So pick another brush. It doesn't matter what size, but a larger one. Yeah, that one. And then you're going to wet your brush, and you're going to dip it into the blue, which is that one. Yeah, it looks real dark.
Right on her.
Yeah, you may have to put a little more water on it. It's been sitting there. So the rest of us, wet your brush again, clean it off, and dip it into the yellow. And again, the yellow, the paints are starting to dry a little.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Okay, what you're going to do, Pearl, is you're going to start at the top and make it real dark, and then brush
Lighter
down
I
as
put a
lighter as
little-
it goes
That's
down.
what I'm.
Water in a sail.
That's what I'm.
Okay, that'll work.
There you go.
So the rest of you with the yellow, you're going to start up into the red a little bit, because red and yellow make orange. And then you're going to paint down to the bottom of the card with yellow. The paints are getting dry, so
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
kind
the
of
card's gotten
punch
dry.
through it. More than this, or?
yeah, and
I
Pearl,
want
you
the
want to
card
go
again.
down to about 1/3 of
clean
the
water.
card. And wash your brush out. Everybody else, after you do your yellow, we're just going to wait till it to dry, which won't take long. And then, Pearl, you're going to start up into the blue a little bit, because red and blue make purple. Yeah, that's a little lower. Oh, never mind. Just now, bring it all the way down, another 1/3 of the card, and that's good that it's getting a little lighter. You don't want it solid red, you want it a little bit lighter. Dip your brush into the water and start more at the bottom of the red that you have, and then go down a little more. There we go. There you go. Now start into the red a little bit, like a 1/2 inch, and then go down with the yellow.
Thank you.
Go ahead and just
I'm
go
gonna put
all the
this
way
on my
down, and you're going to be putting more yellow
Oh,
on there. So a little more water on your brush.
It'll come off very easy.
Letting it dry. Now, for those of us that have let it dry, the best way to test is to test not with your fingertip, but the back side of your finger. Because if you test with your fingertip, you can put oil in there, and you could put fingerprints in there.
I can see where it's still wet.
Yeah.
It's shiny, real
So
shiny.
just, wave it around.
Sunset.
Okay, mine looks pretty. Mine
Mine's
feels
pretty
pretty
dark.
dry.
You did nice
Just
and
feel
light.
it with your finger,
Yeah.
the back side of your finger.
I can still feel mine wet.
Yeah, yours is gonna be wet a little bit.
How's yours?
So Lonnie,
Yes.
what kind of videos do you do besides watercolor?
I've only done one watercolor.
Okay. What
I
else have
quilt,
you done?
I've done some quilting videos.
Okay.
I recently did an acrylic pour class.
Oh, that would have been
We're like,
fun.
Well, not here.
Yeah.
You
Sure
have
would.
acrylic all over the place.
Well, that's true.
And then all of our travels this past year, well, even before that, when we've done some weekend things or a couple week things, we also like to go fishing, so there's a few fishing in there.
Oh, okay.
And then this last May and June, we traveled across country to Ohio, through Tennessee and Ohio and up. So I think we went to like 15 or 16 states and went to like 14 or so national parks.
Wow, that's a lot.
Those are still going because those are on Friday. And then Tuesday videos are things that we've done since we got home in June.
Wow.
So, and my husband has done a few DIYs. We had to do an awning on our slide of our trailer. He did a Stromberg tray to put our generator on. We've done other things. And then I've done a few, some of the ideas were his, but I did the video, and some of the ideas were mine. Tips and tricks, but like outside stuff. So like we have a travel trailer, so he painted the hitch white with a little black stripe in it, so he can see when he backs up on the chocks instead of, because they're black and you don't see them. So we tied the rope and got a colorful rope so we see it. Some people have said they've actually painted their chocks, but I haven't done that. We just did the rope. And the water pressure gauge, we painted it red. So I did a little video on painting so you don't forget it. Don't ask me how we know that. But anyway, little things like that.
Yeah.
So it's not only crafts,
Yeah, okay.
but it's being crafty traveler.
Yeah.
So it's not just crafts, but it's being crafty, like smart.
I like that. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So there's lots of stuff on there. I've been doing it a little over 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, this should all be dry.
Should.
Yep.
All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the
Same-
land.
Same brush.
Same brush, not the water brush, but the other one you just did everything with. The land, and your land's going to look different than anybody else's. The important thing with the land that I want to tell you is to keep a low part, not quite in the middle, but on either side, a low part. So when we do the cactus, it shows up.
Okay.
And your hills don't have to be as high as mine, whatever you want to do. And so you're going to wet your brush real good, and you're going to dip into the blue. Looks black.
Yeah.
Then you're going to kind of eyeball your thing and say, all right, I want a little hillside here that looks kind of like Quartzsite, and it's going to go down over here, and then it's going to jiggling the brush. You see those mountains? There's like a straight line in them.
Yeah.
And then once you've got the outline that you want, fill it in with the paint. Now yellow and blue usually make green, but because this is an indigo blue and it's dark, and we've also let the yellow dry, you might have a little green that looks a little bit of green, but mostly it's going to be dark, like a silhouette. Just fill all that in. So it looks like mountains in the background. They're silhouettes, so they can be dark. The important thing is to try and leave a little space for your cactus. Not quite in the middle. I don't know, there's some rule about putting things right in the middle of a painting.
Yeah.
that-
Too jagged, don't
The
it?
golden
You're fine.
ratio.
No, look at the mountains.
Look at
They're
the
very,
mountains.
very jagged.
It's okay. If you really think you need to blot it, you may. But I think you'll be just fine. Okay. Alrighty, everybody got their mountains in?
Pretty much.
Okay. And you're going to clean off your brush again and dip it back into the blue. And this time you're going to take, if you have a squared off brush like I do, you're going to do it from the side. If you have a roundy pointy brush, you're going to use the tip point. You want to try and make a thin line for the cactus. So decide where you want your cactus, the tallest cactus, and you're going to start just at the top of the yellow, and you're going to draw a straight line.
Uh-oh. I don't have enough yellow.
Oh, then go into the orange.
Oh, I see. And,
Just draw a straight line.
Just draw a straight line. Where you
do
want
I
your...
wet the brush?
You can wet the brush.
Probably because of the stuff being dry.
And then put a little more blue on it.
Just
Decide
did
where
it
you
right
want the
down
tallest
the
cactus.
middle.
And draw a
well.
line. That
That's
looks
pretty.
good, Pearl. How you all doing down there?
Oh, mine's
Good.
too thick.
No, it's not. Leave
Okay.
it. What cactus do you see that's perfect around here?
Right.
Every
Sororo.
cactus is different. So no matter what you do, you're fine. Okay, so once you've got your first straight line, paint in a couple of arms.
Oh, I put clean my brush.
Oh, paint it up again.
Oh,
Ooh,
paint
there's
it
a
up
pretty
again.
turquoise.
I saw that. Who sees that, babe?
And then you can put in your little arms.
Oh, okay.
Do whatever you want. Make it go taller. No matter how many arms or how many bumps you put, I'm sure there's a cactus that looks like that somewhere. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Perfect. Go now for the other little cactuses. They're more in the distant, so they need to be smaller and not as high. Just make a couple little lines if you want to, and put some arms on. Just like that.
Hey, Nancy.
Now, if you really want to get adventurous and maybe do some little clouds in the background,
See you
keep
later.
in mind that if you're looking way in the distance, they're really thin and small, and as like this yellow part would be in the distance, and this up here would be closer, so they might be thicker. Okay?
Oh,
so,
I see.
So I'm going to just kind of do some streaks
In
in the blue and in the red.
okay.
I didn't leave enough blue.
That's okay. You're okay. And just tiny little wisps in the yellow.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I'm getting too much.
There we are. Now we're going to let this all dry again, and then we're going to remove the tape.
Sounds awesome.
And I'm just taking some clear water now, and I'm just kind of
Oh,
smudging.
maybe that's what I
Yeah.
need help.
Just a little clear
I was like,
water,
Did
and
you hear
just
a tiny
smudgy a
knock
little
at the
bit.
door this morning? I'm sorry.
So your clouds might
I just wanna
blend
make
a
sure
little
you
bit
didn't.
more. I feel they are blending.
Because after I knocked at the closed up.
Real
She's
light
tired.
touch.
She's sleeping in here.
Just blend them a little more.
This turns out good.
I can't see it. Hold it up. Looks good.
Everybody's
You
just going to look.
want to go in and smudge
Well, it certainly
smudge
is.
them?
Oh Lord.
It's okay. Take
Yeah.
a little clear water and just kind of lightly touch those ones that are in the yellow a little bit.
To
I did.
soften the
Where?
line.
Okay,
Oh.
that's perfect then.
Oh, that.
Listen, it's your first time. You've done a great job. You could put it in a frame or you could send it to somebody, whichever you want. I'll give you my address if you want to send it to me.
Oh, you're.
And then when you know that it's dry, you're going to start taking the tape off. Now when you take the tape off, you want to pull the tape kind of away from the painting. Kind of grab up a little bit of the tape and then pull away from the painting.
Oh, got it.
I think the watercolor postcard class was a success. Everyone had a good time, and all the postcards looked beautiful. I want to thank these ladies for attending my watercolor postcard class. I hope they enjoyed it. I enjoyed instructing them. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe. And of course, stay crafty when doing watercolor postcard of a desert sunset. Thanks for watching.